Peter. Go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Today's Restaurant Networking Group, such as it is. My name is Howard Pell. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant, and we are a group of vendors who are here to help each other grow our businesses. And if any restaurant owner, manager, or chef has an issue or a problem that they need help with, we're here to help. If you want to reach us, give us a call at 561-620-8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com and check out our YouTube channel, which now we're approaching 500 videos on the channel. And if you want to see that, you can go to our website at trnusa.com and click on the YouTube tab at the top of the page. So here we are, gentlemen, the week before the 4th of July.
Gentlemen, but I saw that, Terry. I agree with you.
Thank you.
And we're not going to be meeting next week, but the following week, on the 11th, we have a combined meeting at 10 o'clock, and we have a speaker coming in who will be speaking about AI and LinkedIn, how to use it to better do business. So anybody have any good and welfare, anything they want to say?
Let me ask you, LinkedIn, do a lot of people use that for job connections or marketing, or how is that being used now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I use it for not necessarily recruiting and not necessarily for marketing, more along the lines for connections.
Right.
Especially if somebody, let's say, in a different state is doing the same thing I'm doing, we'll discuss some of the struggles that each state is going through as far as changes are concerned. So it's it is also a good way to make connections and to make referrals.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's basically the business form of Facebook. You know, it's pretty much what it's used for. The only problem is if you really want to get deep into it, it's like $90 a month. It's not free. And and you got to be careful because, you know, I'll put a comment out there and I'll get somebody from Malaysia who will want to connect. And so some of it you have to think, is it really real? Is it AI? Is it legit? So you just got to be cautious.
They are also horrible with customer service. You can't talk to anybody, even when you are a vendor, even when you're paying for their service or paying for their recruiting service, or you want to be recruiter light or even recruiter premium, and you have a question. Good luck.
Really?
You know, it's all done by chat or email, and it's not even done effectively or efficiently. The arrogance is deafening. I can't wait till somebody else comes along with a better mousetrap and LinkedIn goes the way of W.T. Grant department stores.
Well, then Meta will buy them up too.
Well, that'll be a good topic for our combined meeting on the expert that will be speaking on that.
Okay.
Now, Howard, we've started using AI here in our office. We hooked into a company called Synthesia, which is based out of United Kingdom.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen it before, if you go to our website, and I'll share that website here on the chat, there's a page where we actually have videos that are set up that are actually AI videos. But unless you know AI, you wouldn't know the difference. You would think it's somebody that we just hired to do the programs for us. But it's very unique, and those types of programs are not very expensive to use, and they give you so many minutes per month to use it. But it's been a great tool, and we've gotten a lot of hits because of it.
Let me ask you then: are more people gravitating toward Instagram?
I don't use it because Facebook is Instagram. That's all it is. The same thing. It's just I don't see why people you either can use Instagram or you can use Facebook because they're both owned by Meta. And you can actually post at the same time to
Yeah,
Facebook and Instagram.
right. That, that's more of a social, you know, you can use, and it's, I know these, you are larger companies, but you can use Nextdoor. I use it, and it'll even give you things from 30 miles away. And I refer people there, and they get so much business from Nextdoor. You cannot believe it. You
I've
just,
got
but
I've,
and it's free.
I've gotten 4 referrals and closed 4 referrals through Nextdoor.
Yeah, and it's free. And and people that I have helped with Nextdoor, they've gotten all their business through there. So
What's the purpose of Nextdoor? What's it?
It's a community.
the purpose is if you go on Nextdoor, it'll tell you people in your area and your neighbor, and you post something. Just try it. Take a post, like whatever, like
It's consumer oriented, though.
looking for a housekeeper, looking for a bookkeeper. You'll get
Looking
so
for a hooker.
many referrals and yes, Steve, so many referrals, so much help, and you'll get what you need, and you can weed out what you don't want, and
Yep.
then those people will refer other people. So you're getting hundreds of literally from all over the place, and it's free. And literally, I'm on there every day. I'll get a thing that says, okay, so there's a topic that I've posted on. I'll get all these answers. I found so many people on Nextdoor doing what I need done, doing what our neighbors, our friends, somebody looking, and literally they built their business on Nextdoor. Plumbers and bookkeepers and housekeepers, house cleaners, restaurant help, whatever you need is on Nextdoor.
Hey, Chris, the nice thing about the Nextdoor is the little small town that I live in south of Huntsville had a new little independent mom and pop restaurant open up. And the reviews were so great that there were certain days during the weekend you couldn't get in
Yeah,
because you get, I mean, it's no different. If you tell one person that Bonefish Grill sells bad fish, every Bonefish Grill sells bad fish.
right.
You tell them they sell the best seafood platter this side of the Mississippi, they're going to show up because that's what it is. That's what it's designed for, is to help build the business. I mean, if you're looking for a barber in your community, you're looking for, like what Terry said. I spread my bookkeeper, spread her name out. She's gotten referrals from what I posted on Nextdoor.
Yeah,
So,
and Steve, that's where I posted the review for ABC. And people that I know that saw it said they went there and they told all their friends. Now they're going. They told their friends they're going. So when we go in, the owner always thanks us because they know we started, helping them when they had just changed management.
What's the name of that AI company, Rick?
Synthesia. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Yeah, let me.
Actually, Rick, send me the link too.
Okay.
Send it to me first.
You can send it to Chris. Let him fail first, and then I'll.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to Chris and then Steve over.
What about there's somebody I know that in sales in the food service uses TikTok to
TikTok is
I don't use TikTok.
yeah, I don't
Wait a minute. TikTok is people that are 16 to about 25 use TikTok.
Yes. My granddaughter uses it for her sewing. She makes Gone with the Wind gown. She's phenomenal, and she's got over 700 followers on TikTok. She's also a fine arts teacher.
Hey, Chris, give me your email real quick.
Yeah.
CHRIS at Kofco.com. Kofco is K as in Kansas, A as in Apple, U as in United, F as in Frank, another F as in Frank, C as in Charlie, O as in Ohio.com.
Why didn't you just say your name and leave off the man?
because then because then we won't know exactly how he feels that day, whether he wants to be a man or a girl. So that's why.
Oh, it's what you identify as. That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, there's some guy in Las Vegas who's got coughman.com. Okay.
Huh.
And I wrote to him and said, listen, I'll be glad to give you a stipend. That's my name. I see you're not using it. I've studied for last year. You've never used it. And just let me know. So he wrote back and said he needs $200,000. So I wrote back and said, gosh, we're only $199,900 apart.
I just use it and say, forget it.
Okay, I just sent it, guys. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Rick, send it to me as well, please, if you don't mind CCing me on it. Just forward
Oh,
send it to
I
them.
have it, Terry. I know about it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind.
Well, now I don't feel needed, Howard.
Yeah, Howard. Thanks for ruining everything.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
Hey, I have a question for Jeremy, and before I get to answer the question, I'm still working on this project for Freshco, and where everybody go? Everybody switched there on my screen here. Freshco, which is Indian River Select. You'll see it in the grocery stores. I'm still working on the big project.
Yeah.
So one of the vendors I'm doing the financing for is in Duluth, Georgia, which is down the road for me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down there, just popped in, didn't even have an appointment. The guy, Antonio, nice guy. I just came in to introduce myself. I'm working with, trying to get the financing done for this piece of equipment for you. And he appreciated me coming down and seeing him. So correct me if I'm wrong, me and Jeremy are kind of in the same situation. We just, when you're talking about HR and you're talking about financing, it's a little bit delicate. You can't just kind of like walk in the door because I'm a finance guy. So I'm going like, hey, do you need financing? So what I was trying to do is create a relationship with this guy
Mm-hmm.
that's selling these machines, these big old packing machines. It's called, I'll tell you what the name of the company is called, RoboPack.
Okay.
So I created a relationship with him and I put a packet together for him because he goes, well, you know what? I'll use you when I have clients that maybe need financing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done it over the years where I just not really knocked on doors of restaurateurs. I've knocked on doors that pertain to the industry that maybe goes to restaurants or maybe other industries I want to target. I mean, restaurants are tough. Restaurants are tough to
Yep.
knock on. Unless there's new construction, I'll leave a card, whatever. But, I felt that was a very good success. I hope it comes through. But, I don't know what you do, Jeremy. Do you just go out and knock on doors, or it's kind of more like referrals, kind of just.
So I do a myriad of things. I do a lot of networking groups. So I'm in the Florida Swimming Pool Association, Florida Restaurant Lodging Association. I'm in BNI, and I'm in the St. John's Chamber of Commerce. I'm soon to join either the Jack's Chamber or the Northeast Florida Builders Association. So got a lot going on there. I also knock on doors about 2 days a week. I take about 4 hours in the morning before it gets too hot, and I'll go knock on doors. Whether it be restaurants, trades,
okay.
Manufacturing, distribution, anything that we're going to be able to write, I go knock on the door.
Yeah.
I'll pick a business park and just hit every door. Not everyone's a fit, obviously. The failure rate's pretty high. I'm in a business where it's 99% no.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's just what it is. It's a grind and it's not meant for everybody. But the wins are obviously awesome when you do win. But yeah, so like a guy like that, like a manufacturer distributor, those are good clients. If that's what you're asking, yes, they're good. That's ideal. But right now, it's summer, and I'm trying to help restaurants create margin. So that's all I'm trying to do, because a lot of them are shutting down. We're seeing a lot of restaurants shut down in Jack's. Or get taken over by someone else because they just can't make the margins anymore. But yeah, I actually have a request for you guys. If anyone knows the owner of Bella Trattoria in Boynton Beach, Bella Trattoria, Boynton Beach, that'd be awesome. The other one I'm looking for is Mario's Market in Delray Beach. The guy's name is Marco Beslin.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
did financing for him. I'll send you his contact.
Yeah, so I've called on him. He hasn't called me back. I have his number. And all that. I just need a warm endorsement to say, hey, when Jeremy calls, call him back if you don't take the call right away.
All
Something
right,
like that, you know.
He
I'll
came
do
to
that for you.
11 o'clock meeting.
Hey, I got a question for everybody. Brian, interject and correspond on what I'm going to say. I have a customer who is looking to lease a piece of equipment. Different though. He wants to go to company A. He wants company A to buy the equipment, install it, and service it on a monthly basis. And this guy wants to pay a monthly lease on it. It's weird. Is that
Yeah.
basically what he wants, Brian?
Basically, what he wants Ed to do, and he's not what I was going to give him some options, and what he wanted to do was Ed fork out the money for this piece of equipment, then pay him each month like a rental fee, and after say 36 months, he turns it back in. He does not want a traditional equipment loan or a lease, whatever. He wants Ed to you know, hold the equipment, and hopefully Ed gets paid each month. So that's kind of what he wants to do.
And the other thing he wants is me then to be responsible on a monthly basis for all the maintenance without an additional fee.
Hmm.
I
Hey,
wouldn't
does
do
anybody
that.
know anything about something like this? I'm just asking because I haven't.
I would charge a profit on the lease and charge for the.
What?
I would charge a fee to, if the lease is bucks, you charge them 220, and then you also charge $50 or $100 a month for maintenance. Like, I don't think you don't get to walk into a restaurant and say, "Oh, I'm buying the drink. I want the free steak." Like, that's just not how.
Jeremy, see, the problem with that is
know?
that makes me responsible for collecting this on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're going to
And
do
I don't know
trouble,
if
charge more.
I'm not set up to be a collection agency. That's the problem.
Well, that's when you send in Vinny with his brass knuckles to take.
Like that.
Vinny Goomba.
Hey, I want to follow up on something that Jeremy was saying. That's really profound because you taking those times and going to those shopping centers, because there's a lot of people that those are days gone by. They're afraid to knock on the door. They're afraid to go in. That, to be honest with you, that's really way outside of my element. It is. Okay. Because I don't like to hear the no.
Right.
But
I'm used to it.
My partner says, if you walk into a business that says no solicitation, that is the definition of try harder. Because if you don't walk
I ignore them.
Yeah, if they say we don't want you here, then okay, I won't come back. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come back. And I'm going to keep coming back because persistence is the key. I mean,
one thing I've learned, Rick, is that I've learned just to ignore anything on the door. I look at the main sign up above and I walk in. If they say, hey, it says no soliciting, I say, oh, I'm sorry, I just walked in quick. So I was next door visiting one of my prospective clients. And so I just wanted to stop in. I didn't even pay attention to the door. And that way I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is it takes, what is it? I think they say it takes an average of 5 no's to get a yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
I actually have a great example of that.
I mean, the thing is we're working with 3 companies right now, all 1, 2, 3, all in the same area, and they all have something that we need. And every company that's out there has something or needs you as a solution. They just don't realize they have the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Right. You have to uncover it.
My problem is you don't have the benefits you need. What do you offer? I only offer health insurance. Oh, you don't offer dental and vision and long-term disability and short-term disability? Well, we can't afford that. Yeah, but you don't have to pay for that.
Right.
That's not coming out of your bank account. That's coming
Yeah.
out of your employee's bank account. You're just writing the check to the insurance company. And that was one thing that Chris and I have talked about many, many times. You know, employees are just so afraid to get benefits because they think it's going to come to
Hmm.
their bottom line. And it doesn't. You're trying to recruit the best people. I know this is turning into a recruiting thing, but it's just that's what it is.
Yeah.
People have a problem and they need somebody who knows what they're talking about to fix the problem.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
Well, Brock, aren't you working on a big deal also? Another big deal?
Who you talking to?
You.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll mention it. Howard did a email blast for me,
Oh,
and
I
is that
just,
what that's what you're talking about? Okay. Howard did this email blast, and I
I,
get this thing pop up, I guess midday yesterday, and the guy's out of Arizona. It's called Perfect Descent Concepts. They got about 3 restaurants, and they're growing. Um, and he's opening another one called Run Wolf something, and getting ready to send him an email here after this meeting. He's looking for $1.5 million in restaurant equipment financing. So I talked to him. I called you after I talked to him, Howard. I talked to him about 7 o'clock my time. He called me, kind of gave me a breakdown of everything. And a lot of these restaurants that he has are already doing $6 to $7 million. And
Wow.
he actually knows this guy Mario out there that I did financing for over the years for State 48, which has breweries and wineries. And so he knows Mario, so which is a good thing. So I got to put something together for him and kind of see if he's going to move forward and get me an application and get me everything, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I got it through the email blast, so it worked. So is that what you want
Dude,
me
I
to?
love State 48. I love State 48. They got a cool one at this shopping center called Norterra. It's a cool concept. Good venue.
Yeah, he did the thing out there at the stadium, the Cardinals. He
Yep,
did
he did.
the
He's got one at the
yeah,
Cardinals too. Yep,
yeah. So
good
Mario's a good
concept.
guy. He started out with just an Italian restaurant and
Yeah.
adding brewery and I saw pictures of all the equipment. I hope the equipment's working, but he bought it from China.
Uh,
He bought it from this company, so I don't know, but he's getting ready to expand and open another location from what I heard. So yeah.
wow. Now, Jeremy, didn't you say you needed to know you're trying to get in contact with Marco? I
yeah,
think,
I just saw the note from Howard. Thank you, Howard.
no, no.
Well,
What about the 11 o'clock group, Howard? You said something about that
I
for Marco.
just sent, I put it in the chat. I put the information in the chat to Jeremy.
Is he coming to the 11 o'clock group?
He has come to the 11 o'clock group.
Yeah, yeah,
He has come.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you
cool.
guys would give me a warm endorsement just so I can at least get a meeting. I'm not asking you to sell me. Just say, hey, Jeremy's trying to get a hold of you. Please take the call. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, Howard will do that. He's good at that stuff.
I'll send him an email.
Thank you, Howard.
Get you in.
Howard, thank you for recommending Jason. I had a great conversation with him yesterday, and hopefully something can develop down the road. I don't have something today, but just like in Steve Whitehill's business, somebody's looking to buy a pizza parlor on old Blossom Trail. But Steve may not have a pizza parlor on the old Blossom Trail, but then again, next week he might.
That's
So
true.
it's the same thing with a talented player like Jason. That hopefully something will develop soon because he's definitely a solid guy. And I
Right.
thank you.
He's a friend of my son.
Uh-huh.
That always helps.
Yep.
And a lot of
He's looking for a VP job in finance?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. but he will not relocate out of Boca. So
Right.
No, no.
I understand. It's
I
fine.
don't know why.
You
I-
know,
I'm relocating. I'm relocating to Boynton.
To boy. What?
I'm moving.
Are you really?
From
Yeah,
Boca?
about a year and a half.
Are
To
you
New York
really?
City?
I'm sorry?
New York City.
No, Boynton Beach.
No.
Where you
Moving.
going?
More than you Valencias.
Oh, wow. That's where his cousin lives. Off of Lyons?
Yeah,
Really? When are you moving?
in a year and a half when it's built.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Thank
How far is that from where you're at right now, Steve?
20 minutes?
Yeah, about 5 miles, maybe 6.
Because Terry, you
Not
guys
far.
are Terry, you guys are Boca, but you're real close to the Broward Palm Beach line, aren't you?
Yeah,
Well, Boca is close
that's
to the Broward Palm
that's
Beach line.
Palm Beach County. So when you hear, you like when we go to ABC Chinese, it's literally an 8-minute drive. But as soon, I mean, you cross the Broward line because that's in Broward. When you hear a hurricane coming to northern Broward or southern Palm Beach County, that's us.
How far are you? So what's that? What's the first city? Is it Pembroke Pines that you're close to? What is it? I don't remember.
Deerfield.
Deerfield. That's it. Thank you. That's it. I was
Now,
trying.
Pembroke Pines is down by Miami.
Okay, I wasn't too sure. Well, folks, I've got to jump off. Charlie had a little incident with his tire. He blew a tire, and so I've got to go get a tire on his car this morning. And
No, you don't. You
We're
just
all,
off the
we're
air.
all gonna go right now.
All right.
All right, listen, again,
I'll
next
look
week,
up.
there's no meeting next week. And the next meeting after that will be on July the 11th at 10 o'clock.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, exactly.
All
So
right.
have a great weekend. Have a great July 4th holiday.
Yeah.
And we'll see you then. So let
Take
us
care, everyone.
All right, thanks.
If